Yup. Ain't ready for the pizza skunk.
Or the UFC comfortably. Just round people up at the behest of ice. You see what the Eagles are doing? Talking about how we needed to remain in Jurassic Park. I mean, they have break battles and car shows and now we're working on our next podcast. Right here. The building destroyed on record that I was the first one to record Darnell. I'm not everybody in their mama.
What up? What up? It's the Build and Destroy show. Wicked Meticulous here, and with May Dolly, we got High Rise might not be popping in today. Maybe he'll pop in unexpectedly, and of course, the Pod Crasher. You never know when he's gonna show up. But what it do, everyone?
Welcome.
Let me make sure we're going here. X out of that. There we go. There we go. So yeah, if you're just tuning in, new to the show, every Sunday around 5 p.m. we gets down, chop it up about current events. May's gonna give us whatever hip hop that we need to be learning about, and just have a general grown men conversation, and women sometimes.
Yo.
Well, you got anything newsworthy that you want to start out with before we get to our topics?
Yeah, man. It was a little quick one I came across probably 4 or 5 days ago. And it was talking about blood shortage and how American Red Cross coming out saying that it's the second time in history that they've reached this level of crisis as far as not having enough blood for like routine transfusions and stuff like that. She talked about how there's like 100-day window within the year where it's like the most dangerous time of the year, just statistically for injuries and whatnot. But it just had me thinking about that and, what would cause something like that to happen?
So is it
Aside from just
seasonal
obviously from people not going, but what would be the conditions for people to not go?
Well, so it's seasonally every year. There's a certain 100 days, like it's always summertime. It sounds like.
Yeah, that's when the most accidents happen.
So they need the most blood during that time.
Yeah, so it's not like they don't need blood other times too, but there's a spike.
Okay. Now the American Red Cross, are they just doing the data point? Because I know in Pierce County there's some other agency that essentially runs the whole blood conglomerate. I want to say it's well, we'll look it up.
Yeah, it looked like something that goes deeper than just what you would think happens on surface level.
Okay. Second ever national blood crisis. 4-year summer low in donations. Type O blood, specifically O positive, is critically low nationwide. Some regions report only a 1-day supply.
Yeah.
Hospitals facing demand due to summer trauma cases, and donor turnout has dropped because of extreme heat, poor air quality, travel, and seasonal disruptions.
See, I was trying to figure out in my mind what would cause people to not go anymore, or is it the blood's not meeting the criteria? I was thinking it's like one of those two things where people just aren't going in, being responsible, I guess you could call it, and then other people are going in, and then it's just the blood's not up to snuff. Because I know you can't just go in there with any old blood, you know?
Yep.
Like
It
there's
does
still
say
quality
temporary
control.
donor ineligibility, seasonal illnesses, so you can't like be going in sick and donating.
Yeah, there's like a quality control, obviously. And yeah, maybe we're just not meeting them standards right now.
Okay, here we go. Some hospitals with alternative suppliers are not yet affected, but most rely heavily on Red Cross supplies. So let me
So they're like the plug.
let me do this. Let me Okay, yeah, it's called Bloodworks Northwest, who handles our stuff here. Let me look and see what their website tells us anything about their supplies, what if it's connected to Red Cross.
You ever knew anybody that went and donated plasma or blood?
I donated plasma before.
Yeah, you have?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I donated blood before too.
Yeah. Is that a pretty quick process?
Yeah, I mean it's for plasma plasma, I think they're both relatively the same. I don't even want to say. I feel like plasma might take a little bit longer cuz I think like there's some sort of filter like in the thing that it's only getting like it's just getting the plasma, not just the blood. So I don't know. But yeah, it's not like a long process. I mean, if they ever take your blood just as you're going to the doctor, it's pretty much the same. I think they just take a little more. They stick your arm, you see the little fucking vial filling up, and they pull it
Mm-hmm.
out, and you're done. I think, yeah, when you're donating blood, they just take more. So they give you like a coffee and cookies afterwards to
Yeah.
boost up your blood sugar and help. Because I guess, I don't know as far as blood, but I know plasma, you can only do it like twice a week. Like just they won't let you donate more than that. Maybe it's 3 times, but I think it's twice a week because it's like they have to give your body time to reproduce the plasma before you come and donate
Got
again.
it.
But there's definitely, I mean, there's people that's part of their weekly income.
Yeah, folks, I was gonna say, man, if that's your thing, if you want to contribute to, I guess, humanity, or use your body for the greater cause, get in there and donate if you can. And it sounds like it's not a long, drawn out thing. It's something that can get done quick. And yeah, I've never heard the crisis. I didn't look deep enough to see when the first one was. For it to be the second one, that seems pretty rare.
Well, let's search that.
I got some music. The list isn't quite as long this time around, but got a couple good, solid efforts going into the hip hop swing of things. Um, we all know Inspector Deck. It's been the ninja assassin of Wu Tang the whole time. Got probably arguably the best verse from the Wu Tang. It was cool to see him drop. Album's called Dragon's Breath. It's got so many cool names on there for features. It's got Usual Suspects, from the Woo, but then it's got people like Mickey Fax on there. Shouts to Mickey. Every time he raps, he's one of them guys you got to study what he's saying and doing because he's always trying to push it forward. Um, the other one that sounded good that I was playing had Raekwon and Sauce Money on there.
Sauce Money.
Capadonna's on there. Ciroc, female. She's on there. She's very solid. Her catalog's good. Overall, just good. I can't remember who the producer is on that one, but it has good Wu Tangy beats. Dark, cold New York sound and shit.
That's that. That's an adjective
Like
right there.
it's
It's
almost
very
ready
Wu
for the
Tangy.
hoodie. Yeah, it's almost hoodie weather season. And then Prince or Price of Pain, sorry. Price of Pain by Dave East. Dave East is always consistent and solid every time. His flow, it's one of those acquired tastes as far as his flow, but his lyrics are always really authentic and strong. And he's always worth a listen. My brother put me on to Dave East probably like 2015, 2016. So I've always checked in on Dave. We got coming back to the West Coast, we got Koreatown Oddity. He's teamed up with the boutique label Stone's Throw, based out of Hollywood, California. Peanut Butter Wolf. Um, Koreatown Oddities from Koreatown, obviously. He came up wearing a wolf mask, and he got known for that for a while. Since then, he's taken the mask off. He's just rapping bareface identity. Um, he wrote a good movie, Driving While Black. He very black, proud to be black, supports black, makes black music, good rap. His album's not all the way out yet, but he's got two singles out, Ragu and Prego. And then the other one's called Yahtzee. But he's one of them ones that's I call it organic ritual. He's just doing it all himself. He's always made his own beats, wrote his own rhymes. He likes to team up with other producers and do his thing, but for the most part, his videos, his movies, it's all him, hands on. I would check out his movie Driving While Black for sure. You can see how you can make a killer movie with not a crazy budget, but just have really good writing and comedic timing. Or even something about blacks getting done this and that way by the police force. Koreatown Oddity had a really good way of approaching that in a humor way. He's very underground too, so he reminds me of us. Like he's just always bubbling under the surface, making really great art. And he's always just one more thing away from being the volcano that oozes all over.
How long is that movie? Is it like a full
It's
length hour and a half or a shorter
yeah,
movie?
yeah, it's a full length.
Okay.
But I love how even with your ideas with the bike courier and stuff, he's got that going on. So in the midst of this driving while black concepts happening, the whole movie he keeps getting pulled over by police. So that's the theme of the album, but in the midst of that, the story is he's an artist. So he's just trying to get his art done. And he's trying to get his supplies so that he can get his art done. Good
Nice.
black cinema for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely check that out. How
And
was
yeah,
the?
shouts to Stone's Throw. one more thing. Stone's Throw has a 30-year anniversary outdoor festival happening in Figueroa, Cali. My son likes Jerry Paper, who's signed to Stone's Throw. So he's like, "Yeah, Dad, my birthday, he's performing. I want to go out there to Cali." And then I'm like, "All right, it's outdoor festival. Let me look at this lineup." And then I see Rascal and Planet Asia gonna be there. So I just might bump into them guys again because I'm gonna go with my son down there October 18th. Blaze down to Cali and catch an all ages show. And Koreatown Oddity will be there.
Dope.
Add various Stone's Throw artists because they have a really wide music template or palette. They do all genres over there.
Well, make sure you roll up with the rap squatch.
Oh yeah, without doubt. I was thinking I should have did that for the canoe journey out here. That Sasquatch one would have went during the canoe journey vendors.
Yeah, like I'm about to. So I've just been overwhelmed. So that's one of the things I still need to get to is ordering more shirts, and then of course printing them up. They don't print themselves, but I figure I'm not gonna order more of them. Of the I'm just gonna change over and move the Rap Squatch up to the champions because
Oh
they're
shit.
the last ones that aren't on the champions essentially. So I got 8 more left of this current batch. So then the next ones will be on the upgraded version 2, V2 Model 2
Yeah, evolution
champions.
like Pokemon, man.
So yeah, we'll have that ready to go for the Hilltop Street Fair for sure. I'm wondering where they're gonna have us situated with them. They haven't sent out any map or anything how the layout is gonna be. They just emailed me back
Yeah.
saying we're not using 11th Street at all. So where you guys are at, there's nothing's gonna be there.
Dang.
So they said they're trying to base it more around the park, I guess, which is
Oh,
all
like
good.
utilize the other side maybe of the street.
I mean, it was pretty filled up around the park. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
It's gonna be people. It's not gonna be bad. It just it'll be
Well,
new
yeah, I
since we've
hope
been
we're
in the
kind
same
of
spot.
close to neighbors. I hope we're close to neighbors.
No, I figure it's gonna be more jammed in because I mean it was kind of jammed in last year, but having one whole less street. What's kind of messed up is I'm just thinking about it now. That takes 1111 out of the whole. Like they've always had their own stage and had booked their own
Uh-huh.
bands. So if they're not closing off 11th Street, then that kind of takes their business completely out of the loop.
For
I'm gonna
real.
roll up and ask them, see if they're still doing doing the stage. I'm gonna roll up there sometime this week and get a sandwich and find out.
I started working on a flower painting. It's probably like 50 or 60% done.
Hey,
I'm
it's
proud to share that with y'all. That's why when you sent that inspiration video, I felt good because I had one of them days where I had a good block of time where I knew I didn't have to be nowhere, I didn't have to do nothing, and then it just hit me. Hey, set up the easel outside and just take advantage of the sun. and just paint what you see from that sitting position. So I started painting the flowers that I seen outside. And it's turning out cool.
Listen, man, it's all about putting in that work and then making it visible. Like, yeah, dude, in that video, he talks a lot about because he's like he's New York, so they ain't fucking buying no permit for a booth, and we just gonna show up and post up on the corner, and whoever's walking by, we trying to get these off. Um, yeah, but he talks about being nervous and not having the ability to talk with people walking by, and that being something that he had to develop. But ultimately, he's like, look, man, I've been working artist for the last 10 years. And it starts with recognizing that when you're putting your pen or your paintbrush or your spray can or whatever it is, when you're putting your touch on the canvas, or he even talks about just buying random objects and doing them up as, you know, kind of different creative pieces. It's like there is value in that, and everyone's not going to see the value, but there's going to be enough people that do. And then out of the people that do see the value, who has the money to afford it? And it's just a numbers game at that point. You can manipulate it a little bit to get maybe a higher percentage of eyes on it that you know have money by positioning yourself or going to certain types of events. So like instead of the street fair, there's the art on the Ave, where in its name is art on the Ave, and it is more of a crowd that maybe has money to spend intentionally. They're going to this event to intentionally spend with local vendors on actual art pieces, as opposed to I'm going to the Hilltop Street Fair and I'm just gonna, you know, vibe out, walk around and check out stuff and get food. And, you know, your intention is not going to buy something necessarily. So yeah, I'm looking at the South Tacoma Way, first Friday. You know, the first one was this Friday. Of course, I wasn't there, but they got September 4th and October 6th, I think. So I figure it might be worth it just to go ahead and I have to make sure I can get the time off work first to go ahead and pay for a booth. So I think it was only $75, which is it's not bad. So that's something still looking into. But definitely trying to maximize exposure, and like people don't know you have it for sale, they can't buy it. So
Yeah, and South Tacoma Way, that's a good spot to have art. They're already so associated with arts events and stuff like that. So the area is already full of people that appreciate that side of the game.
you know what? There's something else to try too, in this live selling. I don't know if anyone does it for like has tried pushing actual art. I think most people that do it, they're doing clothes or like Pokemon cards and collectibles. But I know Tiani ran it up. I don't know. She didn't even tell me her numbers. I know she said she did. She said I did a live sale this morning, and I know she had a big ass bag of packages taken to the post office.
Hmm. Yeah.
Let me see. Well, I should ask her what she was using. She was probably doing TikTok live. Yeah, there's a bunch of them, I guess, though. I'd imagine that TikTok live will have a lot, but I don't even think she was on that. She might have been using something specific. Oh, here it is. Whatnot. That's what it was.
It's like a straight up auction.
I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm clicking into it now. How it works. Yeah, fast-paced auctions, incredible flash
Hmm.
sales, live show giveaways, and much more.
Okay, so yeah, like a live auction art sale.
Yeah, so in their little promo video, it's got people selling action figures, a dude doing an old Batman, Fantastic Four trading card, little girl purses and stuff, shoes.
Let's
Ooh,
go.
those don't even look new. Records, watches. So pretty much anything.
Yeah, online. So it's like a thrifting too, I guess. Like you could use,
But
or
it's
if you could sell your used items as well.
yeah, but it's like live though. Like yo, you gotta dedicate. Yo, I'm gonna put 30 minutes or an hour. I'd say you got
Yeah.
to do an hour minimum because you got to give people time to see your live selling something. But shit, you never know, man. You should try that shit
No, I
out.
like that.
Go live for
That
one
reminds me
hour
of
on the
growing up.
whatnot. Show a couple small pieces.
Yeah, that reminds me of growing up watching cable, just the shopping channel. Sometimes you would just get stuck watching it just to see all the
QVC.
yeah, and I even the infomercial game. Like sometimes you just watch it just to see the gadget do his thing. Like it's still that shit still works. It still grabs your attention because they make it so audacious. Then you're like, all right, man, I'll give you the $2, man. I'll give it to you.
Yo, that stuff is starts off as being marketed to the housewife that's at home during the day and all these little gadgets and tools. A lot of it starts from the kitchen. Oh, the new kitchen up this.
Oh
Remember the
yeah.
slap chop? Yo, the slap chop.
Yeah.
Come on, the
Yeah.
Ninja blenders. Now you can just buy them in Target, but them
Hmm.
Ninja blenders was QVC stuff, infomercial stuff, as seen on TV. You had to go to that store in the mall to
Yes,
find it.
that's right.
Shoot, but now that marketing technique. I mean, you got to think.
It's evolved. Yeah.
Now they be selling bullshit, but they got the good salespeople on there.
Yeah, it is the story that sells it now.
Should probably turn on the QVC channel right now just to see what they're selling.
The OxyClean dude and Mickey Mays or Willie Mays, and then the ShamWow dude.
Yeah,
Those guys,
ShamWow.
yeah, they sold it through just their character.
The ShamWow is the same as Slap Chop dude.
Yeah, that dude with that. There's a lot of
I
jokes
think.
made from him back in the day. Look, back in the day when there was like voicemail jokes, voicemail comedy and stuff. And Willie Mays with the OxyClean, it always sounded like he snorted a rail of OxyClean before he did it. Just so charged. Just like WrestleMania.
I mean, they've
Randy
figured out,
Savage out trying to
yeah,
sell
that
detergent.
format. They just, I don't know, they figured out the character that they needed to be. They probably ran a bunch of tests too before they, paid to put the commercial up. You could have shot 4 or 5 different versions, and then, you pay people to come in and do a survey. That's just in the mall. Yo, come and get this $10 real quick. Watch this. Watch these 4 or 5 different versions of a 2-minute infomercial.
Yeah.
10 minutes out of your
Which one gave
time.
you a dopamine spike?
Yeah, and yeah, so they.
Shouts to the Flex Seal dude. He's
I was
still
just
lit.
about to say Flex Seal.
Taping the boats in half with that tape.
Yo, all
That's
of
a
that shit
commercial
is
right
now making it
there.
from. You got to think from that marketing level to regular commercials now. Like it's not the 30-minute infomercial at 3 in the morning. Now it's just
Hmm.
regular commercial. And they're like, come by that Target.
Yeah,
OxyClean is in other shit now.
yeah.
Like it's in
You
Tide
know,
detergent with
they
OxyClean.
doing collabs. Yeah, we
Like, come
collabing now.
on. That lets you know they were successful. That whole infomercial route. Like I think it takes not only the good salesmanship, but those ended up they had to be good products for someone to want to
Oh, no
collab
doubt.
with you. Like, well, if I'm tired, I'm not about to put your OxyClean in my shit if it doesn't work. So,
No, there was so many football uniforms and blood stains that OxyClean done cleaned up. And then that reputation just started spreading like, yo, OxyClean really do that. Like it do get the wine stain out. I promise you. So I like it. They grew, I remember being like 16, 17, buying OxyClean and trying it, feeling like you're in the in crowd because you got it. Like you got new Jordans. Got that OxyClean, y'all. I'm gonna use half. That way it lasts longer. Shit.
I'm trying to think. There was something else like that. That what was the first infomercial bullshit I bought? I'm trying to think.
Oh, and of course the Foreman grill. That don't even need discussion.
Oh,
But
we
the
can't
Foreman
forget the
grill
George Foreman grill. Come
just it
on, dog.
mollywopped everybody.
Yo,
All the different iterations of that thing, like that dude caked up more than anybody could ever imagine off that thing. And it performed.
it did. Like that was the air fryer. Before the air fryer,
Yeah.
you had a George Foreman grill on your counter. Now it's
Man,
the air fryer.
yeah. You're winning at life if you have one. People be like, "Oh, you got the one, you got the ah." People always had their own little secret recipe thing that they did with it. Like, "Oh, I use it for this." Y'all don't even know. I'd be finishing it off in this. And then some people be losing the drip tray. And it's like, all right, I gotta go find me a plate that'll fit.
Hell yeah. Dang, the George Foreman grill OG.
That's what would have been dope. I guess like a magnetic drip tray or something like that. Or like a slotted one to where it kind of slotted in there and stuck. Cause yeah, nobody ever had the drip tray after a while. It's just gone. Like, where'd it go?
If you got a George Foreman grill and you still got the drip tray, we want to hear from you. How did you successfully
Yeah,
maintain the drip tray?
you
Why are you
deserve
the
a
only
medal.
person that still has it and everyone else lost it?
Yeah. You deserve a Foreman medal for that. If you still got that.
Look, now I'm be thinking about what other stuff was big. It's gonna be stuck in my
Yeah,
mind
just
for the
like
rest of the
meteoric
day.
big, just shit that took over the world. There's a few of those.
Well, shit. I'm going to think it over while we go ahead and do our halftime break of music. If you're new tuning in, this is the Build and Destroy show. May Dolly, Wicked Meticulous here. Every Sunday around 5 p.m., we be on the YouTube streets in a live format. It's unedited, not pre-rehearsed. And then, you know, we always take ourselves a quick 10-minute break, intermission, and bump music. So that is what we're about to do right now. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Make sure you stay tapped in. We got a couple more topics for y'all today. It is the Build and Destroy show.
Testing. Yeah. This is WBAD, broadcasting live on a Sunday afternoon from Wicked's living room. Check it out.
Supreme mathematician on a mission to clear up your trioptical vision. Subtraction, addition, multiply, and division. This a local edition of politricking politicians. I hip you to the game, sit back and just listen. From city council to the auditor, down to the mayor, City Hall is that new devil's lair. From boardroom kickbacks, nerds and their big stacks, they disenfranchise with lies to cover up third eyes. City council's supposed to listen to our voice, our screams, and our hollers, not the Pierce County Chamber of Commerce and their dollars. Now can you imagine someone like Victoria Woodard and Lauren Walker trying to stop and block low-income housing on Hilltop? There are prospectors trying to grab the land. What's the real meaning of the Hilltop sub-area plan? Hey, yo, keep the crossover, they two-facing over their fucking gentrification. And the people organized for 12 sick days. Sick of being a slave, sick of getting played, sick of working with the flu with 1 foot in the grave. But the council only gave you 3 because they only listen to the business community. And the people fight now for that 15, yada the mean. But the council watered it down and only gave you 12 by the end of 2018. Miserable, measly misers make minimum wage. Before you even get that, your next paycheck is played. Purses and pockets full of posies, poison pennies, your wallet is dead. No roses, no bread, no si se pueda, si se pueda, si se pueda. Just thank you for your comment and we'll talk about it later. And the only one that even kinda listens is Anders Ibsen, and the rest of the council campaigned against him, conspired with his opposition, trying to knock him out his position. And do we get real police accountability? Hell no, just the corniest hip-hop video you could ever see. Maryland, Victoria, and the cops busting raps while pigs indiscriminately bust caps. No justice for Jackie, hope someone busts back. This council's full of sick women and ill men who never even fired Jared Williams over what he did to Monique Tillman. They've got no empathy for other people's children, and it's water is life. No dapple down at the Port of Tacoma where they sell off your water so now you sip melanoma. So you use the initiative process to protest using the only legal means given to you. But what does the council do? Well, they turn around, they sue you. And Julie Anderson disenfranchised them with voting misinformation mailed to your home. Catch her on the evening news sounding like leave me alone. Till it comes vote doesn't matter in a condescending tone. Politics, politricks, prosecutor linguists in the mix. Injustice for the 36, bully tactics, intimidation, campaign violations. Politricking politicians are pantsuits, power blazers, pumps, perms, placating and pimping. Politricking politicians was even Marilyn Strickland. Fuck out of here.
You're tuned in to WBAD Radio. It's a cloudy day here in Hilltop, Tacoma, Washington. You just heard Josh Riceberg spitting that heat over a May Dolly instrumental. And next joint we got for you guys is produced by Don James. So keep your ears locked right here on WBAD Radio.
Hennessy and exotics, cannabis, you feel me? Sponsored, build and destroy, we make noise. All praise is due, we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds. All praise is due, we the gods. All praise is due, we the gods. All praise is due, we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds. All praise is due, we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds.
And if that ain't the truth, then I have a bridge to sell you. The booth is the proverbial shrink coach. The esoteric think tank is what the briefing's about. I'm as deep as the frequencies that the speakers vouch. In the event that the brainstorm receives the drought. Regulate your hormones before you leave the house. I'm landing the upper echelon region clout. Respectable crafts, a reason heathens doubt. My testicles dragged to the street Enrica style. But I never drop the ball in moments needed now. The mechanical mind is guilty of diaspora. Walk afflicted with peace or reviving violent order. I'm sure fire with vibes is filled with silent aura. Mental fry restorer, different than you kinda sorta. I don't deal with confinement, I'm still inclined and via psilocybin. I still to deal with something real and vibrant.
We made it through cause we beat the odds. All praises due we the God. All praises due we the God. We made it through cause we beat the odds. We made it through cause we beat the odds. Ay, we made it through cause we beat the odds. Ay, all praises due we the God. All praises due we the God.
My mind at ease cause I move with the cheese. Sitting with my belly full and people ain't pleased. They gazed when they placed me in the maze. Mad cause I came out the rat race unfazed. They want me dazed and confused, weak and abused, making up excuses why I always lose. Dad wasn't here, so this is my fear. I'm a failure like him, pass it all through all these years. Nah, here's the thing, I'm a king, you ain't stopping. Keep it moving, A-wall, get it poppin'. Gatekeeper, jaw dropping, I'm never flopping. You damn right, this nigga outsmart them. All praises due, cause we made it through. As the saying goes, mama ain't raised no fool to show what I'm made of. I'm anxious, flexing on the ages in the matrix. They hate this.
All praises due we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds. All praises due we the gods. All praises due we the gods. All praises due we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds. All praises due we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds. We made it through cause we beat the odds. All praises due we the gods. All praises due we the gods. We made it through cause we beat the odds.
May signing in like that. The first sip can thirst quench, forced to find fortified minerals before he dies. Land pestering on unplanned equestrian, that's temperament. Hesitant for days of pestilence. Bulk food stored the way I chose to. Persuaded by primal instincts to cope through. The thoughts published I do not find rubbish. Produce hip-hop for others to find substance. Hovering over moments of sheer discovery. Social peers adjust to the function of the heat. Permit travel merely came from gumption to speak. Arrangements appear courtesy of nothing you've seen. Frank and informative, at the bank with a mortgage slip. Check the debt ratios, proportionate fit. The days grow colder than corporate grips. Now question, what's a sword to a fish, huh?
I'd like to know if you ever loved somebody that didn't love you. Well, if you have, you know all your friends will get behind your back and talk about you. They'll say, look at him, he ain't nothing but an old fool. But I won't
Took the orange pill with the past blue ribbon. Being poor means no assets accruing interest. Invent some intellectual property, then bench press the chip on your shoulder and bop ya. In simplest terms possible. Dream huge, you gon' do everything that they thought you couldn't. These rules is meant to be broken. Like three bulls in a glass house with doors that don't open. Potion potent, step on it quotient. Rewind the cassette tape and record over it. Stuff tissue in the two bottom openings. Put the plug halfway in and use the headphones to spit. Now we on some shit, ain't close to sustainable though. Music's like cocaine in the know. It's a hell of a drug, inhale it and smile. If that's the heads of a coin, tails is a frown.
Yes. Unbuckle your seatbelt. Wherever you're at, we're traveling to you. Take flight. I combust, stardust, then settle back down to Earth's crust. Thermogenesis, using every molecule and atom. When I get atom, chromosomes in poems, quantum entanglements. Past, present, and future is where the time went. Boy spit sriracha, achieve bodhisattva, burn sativa from Giza to Gaza. It's likening to lightning and lightning. R.I.P. to Big Bully OG Bobby Slice, slicing like it's rhyming on Clash of the Titans. The art was fact, left in a DAT tape like an artifact. It's actual actual fact. Moonwalking in a lunar garden. The Big Bang existence starting with a God's rapping avant-garde.
Traveling, magic needle in a haystack, stitching a thick tapestry fabric. What's the quality of the thread though? Rumpelstiltskin status, soul searching, portal traveling, magic needle in a haystack, stitching a thick tapestry fabric. What's the quality of the thread though? Rumpelstiltskin status.
Far stress creating techniques as far-fetched. Eternal not like the beat behind the scarred chest. Large and vexed to the cartilage. A fully articulated artist with a lethargic brain. I'm wanted on stages, it was stated. Went away for a bit, now I'm staying for status. Pilot pen calligraphy, code red with history. BAD symphonies, relayed when the beats played. No slipping like Urkel, rehearse the virtuals. Rhymes pack you inside the verses curfew.
Soul searching, portal traveling, magic needle in a haystack, stitching a thick tapestry fabric. What's the quality of the thread though? Rumpelstiltskin status, soul searching, portal traveling, magic needle in a haystack, stitching a thick tapestry fabric. What's the quality of the thread though? Rumpelstiltskin status. Once the light bulb over your dome clicks on, but you can't clean your kicks off if you still stuck in thick mud. Feeling like quicksand, yet you grinding, trying to finally fix your feet in a financially fit stance. Exit the bog fluid, walk out a bob to it. Play your cards right and let the chips land where they ought to it. It feels kinda awkward, that's all good. Just never try to Euro step into the dark world. I hope you hit a bunch of home runs in October and stay focused on the game when all of the hoes show up. Don't let nobody divide you from your plus. Everybody hates Julius, carry the Shona. The remainder of the equation is
We are back. Build and Destroy Show. Make sure you tap that subscribe button. It don't cost you nothing. Let me close these damn blinds.
I had to do that earlier, man. I was looking like Michael Jackson. It's like, yo, I ain't that bright. I ain't that bright. I've been out there tanning every day. I got the full body tan. I don't got the Michael Jackson face. So I had to hit the blinds myself.
No, my shit is closed, but it's the little small slit.
Yeah, it's weird.
Shouts to the sun, though.
Yeah, we appreciate
I'm gonna appreciate it every day it's out here, because I know what happens when it goes away.
Yeah, I'm never complaining about the heat.
Nah, man. Some people get told not even to live out here because of the lack of UV activities out here. So you do gotta watch them vitamin D levels, man. Especially when you got melanin. It's imperative. It governs so much.
I mean, it's
So
the
please
energy.
get that sun.
Yeah, it's the energy that
Yeah.
powers our planet's life.
Yeah, like
Heat.
people gotta stop dilly-dallying with the vitamin stuff. Just being slightly off in one of these vitamins will throw off equilibrium in the bodies. So yeah, just watch it. Everybody's got to follow their own body too. Like we all need different things, and some of us need more than the other.
That's facts.
I know I need that sun. I need that. It feels like Red Bull for me.
Yeah, I think some people is hella sensitive to everything.
They do be like the earth just be trying to kill you since you was born.
Did you guys get a lot of smoke where you were at?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we're all compromised. Today's been pretty clear for the most part, but that last week was it was undeniable. It was all you could focus on when you're driving.
I didn't even realize it the first day because I've been, getting off work and then trying to do work in this back house to get it up and going. But then, yeah, it was one day last week where, like, I got burnt out. Like, I got tired extra fast. And I realized the next day that it probably had something to do from the smoke, but it wasn't like
Mhm.
I couldn't breathe. Like, I just got tired fast that day.
Yeah,
And I
just
realized
the
it had to have
oxygen.
been the smoke. Yeah.
Yeah, the oxygen wasn't there.
But I mean, there's people that got full on sick and like I can't take it.
Yeah, that was the first time I seen advisory where it's telling people not to go outside. And it was specifically for the elderly. It was a warning for them. And I know that had been happening overseas for a while now. A lot of the senior citizens are transitioning just because of the extreme heat.
Now, I remember the last time we had the hell of smoke. It was the Canadian fires, I think. But this time it was Spokane, so I think it being that close, maybe the smoke was like more dense still. Cause yeah, it was definitely different. I felt like the wildfires, maybe that was a few years ago. I feel like that was on the news more, or maybe I was just paying attention more back then. But yeah, this one was definitely different. Hella close to home, thick.
I've seen Sydney Sweeney out there helping disaster relief. If
Who's
people
that?
don't know, that's Sydney Sweeney's from Spokane, Washington.
Who's that?
She's she got really big from that show Euphoria. She's an actress.
Okay.
And she sells I want to say she does lingerie. She's one of them. She sells her image. But she's a really big star and people don't realize that she's from this state. So some people are, people always go and talk, wondering if it's a PR stunt or if she genuinely cares. But I know it can always be both. Just her being anywhere can be a PR thing, whether she plans it or not. She's huge. And if she's got family out there, then yeah, she could equally care too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily know who that is, but at a certain point, anyone that's helping something, they're helping. I mean, you can question their motives and reasoning
For
at
real,
a
I'm
different
physically doing this shit.
at a
So
different time. Like that comes down to when they're doing the documentary of her life, and you want to question, well, she went out and okay, well that's fine, but right now, people need help.
yeah.
Bring whoever is gonna help. Come. People are losing everything in these fires. Well, hopefully a lot of them have insurance to at least get them back on their feet. You can't replace your photo albums and all your memories. I mean, that's literally what these people are losing. You know,
Mhm.
yeah, insurance can give you money to build a new house and get a new car, but it can't
Yeah,
bring
it's the
back all your
intangibles,
pictures.
man.
It can't bring back anything else that you've accumulated and saved over your life. Now it's all in your head as a memory. No,
Yeah, now you got to make an iCloud of your own mementos from your family, and that ain't the way. Like physical media, they want to digitize everything, but why? If we prize the digitized world so much, then why do we still get crushed when these physical things leave? Like no matter how far they try to advance us into the digital world, we're still tactile humans and we'll always appreciate a physical item. And whether we're being ushered into this age by force or not, I think we'll always have that. Because even in those futuristic movies, man, like Demolition Man, like they were still trying to collect mementos of the past. So it's like this digital world will never ever fully be all digital. I think analog and physical things will always exist within it. Like it may become more scarce and more rare, but that just proves the point more that we cherish and value those things. Everything's not just like, oh, I got it on a chip card and I'll just upload it to your mainframe thing. It's like, nah, let me get the CD, man. Let me borrow the CD real quick.
Yeah, or the old school, the album covers before the CDs, but then when the CDs come, you know, that's something that you might even judge an artist on. Like, yo, what's the level of booklet you got? Is it 4 panels? Do you got staples?
Yeah. People don't trip when they lose a phone. They just like, I'll get a new phone and I'll transfer everything over through the cloud and I'm good again. But you can't do that with the house and the things in that house. And that's where the real trauma comes from.
Yeah, because some of that stuff you can't even rebuild. You can't, like a collection of VHS tapes or CDs or books. Like especially now with the AI, what they're doing, some of these companies is buying mad books in bulk, specifically rare books, and destroying them to scan them, to digitize them. Like they're chopping off the spine,
It's
and
scary.
and so those are the most rarest books. So essentially, they could be disappeared from knowledge because once it's in that digitized form, someone has control over it, over access to the file. If
No.
it's a super rare book and they restrict access to it, and the only way, like, there are no more physical copies, well, then that information and knowledge is essentially lost. Unless you're a fucking hacker and can hack into the database to get it, steal it back. Now that might be some futuristic shit. Hacker teams trying to break into databases to get original information back. Like, what if, what if they eliminated all the books on like basic stuff? Like, I mean, a lot of stuff people don't actually know how we used to know from experience and learning and training under an apprentice, or because your dad was a farmer, you grew up on the farm, you know all the shit about farming. But
Yeah, that's a good point.
when that shit's lost, I mean, YouTube University is a real thing. But when they restrict what you can look up on there, nope.
Yeah, they could throw you into that caveman effect real quick. That's almost like the phone update. That's like we're running iOS 18.2 blah blah blah, but we can bring you back to 5.0 just with a few steps. Like you said, just we can cut you off here, we can limit access here, and then in a couple years y'all won't even know how to use a can opener again.
Yeah.
There's people, kids don't know how to run the VCR. Like they might have one in their house, but they don't know what to do with it if you give it to them. And there's fun YouTube channels like that. They're letting these kids, like turn on like an old computer or like run like an old calculator. And they're just looking like this is ancient technology. I don't even know what this is.
Well, it's really base technology. The digitized versions of things is just that. It's a digitized version of the base technology. But at a certain point, the digitized versions, for user interface reasons mostly, or some, and then I mean, they make things with less steps. They make it easier, supposedly more intuitive, but then you're losing the thinking process behind it. It's like,
Yeah. They're making stuff to where it's not quite repairable. It's not as simple as, oh, this broke, get a new piece. They're engineering it in this way to where if certain things break, then it's just compromised.
yeah,
And to me, that requires foresight. Because there's stuff from, the 50s that's still going, like old refrigerators and stuff like that. That stuff still runs tried and true. And their tanks, they were intentionally built to do that.
well, I
And then
think,
at one point, it
yeah, I think,
became like, let's sell more units instead
yeah.
of less units.
No, it became, yeah, a planned obsolescence of products, as opposed to the purpose at a certain point is you're competing on reliability and long lastingness. Like that
Yeah.
was a drawing point. Yo,
So
this
it stopped being like screws and bolts. It became like rivets instead. Like, oh, the rivets busted. Okay. I can't just grab my screw gun and do this install real quick. Now I gotta get my rivet stuff, which isn't an everyday household tool, like at all.
no, I definitely I believe that a lot of companies and manufacturers over time have turned into, like you said, engineering and designing their products in a manner to make them disposable and not repairable. And that,
Yeah, design flaw. You shouldn't you shouldn't be a non-designer and be able to look at stuff and be like, damn, why'd they do it like that? Like some of them are just in your face because they understand that they want you to know the game. Like, hey, this is a dollar store. We want you to buy one of these every 2 weeks if you can, till you die. Just when it breaks, get another one. But you'd be looking at these chairs and these tables and like, that ain't gonna work. It was never gonna work.
that's facts. I was watching a video the other day about furniture and how the Amish build furniture that's essentially uh, lasts multiple lifetimes, whereas a lot of our furniture, it's it has a lot of it's what we were talking about before, the as seen on TV type of marketing where they're marketing this different aspects. I remember the back massager was a huge thing. Shiatsu massage pad
Oh
you
yeah,
put on your chair. Like some of this shit is just frivolous really, but they trick us into it's going to make your life more comfortable or easier when really it's just a marketing scheme to get you to spend money and get
yeah.
one
What's
more
the
product.
dumbest one you've seen? The dumbest one I've seen to date was the sock putter honor. They straight had the thing that helped the old people put on their socks, yo. And I was like, I don't know, man. If I need that, just take me out the game, homie. I don't need the I don't need a tool for my socks, yeah.
Sir,
It
I
hurt to
can't
watch.
put on my own socks. Take me out.
Or it's like the staircase for the puppy. There's a few like that.
Hold on.
They
What's
got
the staircase for the puppy?
yeah, they got this little staircase joint for your little dog. For the folks that got the really high beds, they made this little staircase that you put next to the bed. I don't know. There's just little idiotic stuff like that. Like that already exists. Like you can't invent stairs. They already make stairs. But somehow your stairs are more stairsy and it does this job better. And but yeah, the tool that stretched open the sock for you to slide your foot in like it was a bag. That was the one where I was like, all right, now they're just bored.
Hey, if someone's buying it, this is my point. If someone buys it, it means they think it's gonna help them. So they
Hmm.
found an audience. That doesn't mean that
They did.
it. I mean, if it works,
Imagine the fights going on in that house. I can't find my other blah blah blah. Where's my other piece to my blah? And now you just got like 10 of them. They gotta be all over the house because you keep losing it like the like the drip tray. It's all just plastic. That's the wrong plastic. It's the piece that looks like this. It's just all plastic wars. Like what could we do with plastic the best? That's what a lot of them infomercial gadgets were. Like we can think of cooler stuff with plastic than you can. We got the egg boiler.
hey, and that all that shit's made from oil,
Right?
plastic.
Yeah. Ultimately, yeah.
Plastic is a oil based product. So all the plastic cheap dollar store shit you're used to getting, they already changed the dollar store to $1.50. Now it's about to be $2.
Yeah. That's why it breaks so easy. That's why that little dollar store flute just be disintegrating in your hand because it do still be half oil. It's just disintegrating. It's not even fully solid.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
part
how
of that
many.
refining process.
Yeah, I remember getting the broken toy already in the pack in the pack. Your mom and dad get it for you. It's already broken.
All right, well, so I got on here just random thoughts on the current ongoing different hip hop. I'd say soap opera. This is the soap opera segment. so
Okay.
so you got uh Glasses Malone calling out Drake for funding the YG hit piece, saying that he's responsible for Draco. You got Drake also releasing a recent live talking about Rock Nation subpoenas. Academics and Charlemagne did their thing. That was maybe 2 weeks ago, but
Mm.
it seemed like some of the stuff that they were going through is bubbling out because part of that whole thing is Ack is the Drake Glazer, and
Yeah.
Charlemagne he works for Rock Nation. So, and then of course there's the Rick Ross and his just
The,
his just not wanting to just
except
accept. Well, I'm saying he built his whole persona on being a different person, so he knows how to just live in La La Land. We'll say.
yeah, he knows how to like double down in a weird way.
Well, I'll start with the whole Glasses Malone. Uh, he definitely, to me, he seems like a person that is protective of the West Coast.
Yeah, I get that too.
And to me, his I haven't watched a lot of his different shows. I know he's got a you know a continuous show and does a lot of interviews and whatnot. But just the talking points of him defending YG and Kendrick, and to me it just seems like he wants to protect the West Coast, or at least let the people know about shit that's going on behind the scenes that maybe rap fans aren't really aware of the day-to-day business as usual aspect of the game, which could be paying
Yeah,
people to write stories and blog. Like nowadays, it's not like a newspaper article. It's just
it's like
random
hood
fucking people on
journalism.
the internet.
Yeah, there's still reliable like hood journalism out there.
Yeah,
Even the people that don't rap it no more, there's people that are talking it still, still giving you the scoop on everything. And yeah,
yeah, but
that
most people are compromised because they have
yeah,
a position point.
yeah, the world, it's weird to read now that the worlds have collided. The streets and the internet. That whole collision is it's weird to navigate right now.
Well, I think it's rare because every street person ain't on the internet like that. Like, there's
Yeah,
really motherfuckers out here that's really still on just regular hood activities, dealing with fucking drug addicts and you know small time hood stuff. Anyone that's into bigger time stuff.
yeah, I hope you wouldn't be on any of these internets.
But I mean, that was the whole no jumper play was trying to
So yeah,
mix the
people
internet
are
with the
yeah,
streets.
people be adjacent. It's hood adjacent.
Well, yeah, I don't really have a opinion on the actual context. I mean, it makes sense if Drake is paying. He's got a lot of money. I've seen him.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
I mean, he
That'd be like
pays.
a toilet paper bill,
He
man.
spends. Yeah, he spends money in a lots of different ways. Uh, my whole thing is, at a certain point, what are you trying to be? Are you trying to be a rapper? Are you trying to be a mob boss? Are you trying to be a gangster? Like certain people we know, they're telling us. Rick Ross, he's telling us he's the boss. He knows the real
Yeah.
Noriega, the real one. So he's at least telling you who he's trying to be. Drake, I don't know. Even YG and the other artists that seem to find themselves into
I think he's trying to be like
criminal
a
troubles.
what do they call that? Pad statting or something like that.
Stat
What
padding.
or yeah, stat padding. That's not even like a real identity, but I think that's all that Drake is at this point. He's just into finding weird obscure records to break. Like there's not much left to be had for dopamine for him because he's already received so much spikes of that for his brain where it's going to take really weird obscure things to kind of get him to keep spiking in that way or to keep him excited. And yeah, I agree. Like I don't know what he's trying to be outside of that other than a dopamine chaser.
But then I'm saying it's the other artists too. So a great great juxtaposition and timely is Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. The video's out. So we seen it. But you're now facing charges and facing time. And your new album is still on that label. So this is what I'm saying is what are you trying to be? Gucci Mane told us he was, you know, I never listened to Gucci Mane because I don't like that type of music. I I don't like that type of rap. Like that doesn't stimulate me. It doesn't give me those hits. So, but I understand his transformation, him going to jail. He came out. People said he was a clone. He don't have the same tattoos. He lost weight, whatever. To me, it sounds like a motherfucker that realized you're in a great position. You got mad money. You can do whatever you want, but you're still trying to play the gangster persona, and that only leads you to two places. One, where you just went behind bars. The other, you don't get to have fun no more. So I think he realized, listen, man, I want to have fun. I have money already. I want to enjoy my life. I want to go to beaches and fucking have good food and enjoy my time here on the earth. And I got an artist that came up similar to me, heavy in the streets. I'm the perfect person for him to learn from. Show you how to get money and turn your life around. You don't have to go to jail like me, but whatever the contract situation wasn't favorable enough, you need to get out of your contract, and you're going to risk your life to do that. It just doesn't make sense. If you recognize, if you are trying to be a rapper. If you're not trying to be a rapper, stop fucking making rap music and just go to the streets and do the street shit. Like, to me, that's your decision. I don't get it. You became successful, but you don't want to enjoy the success? Like that, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't. So, cause for me, I want to be successful. We're talking about artwork and pushing your art and believing in your art. Everyone doesn't become extremely successful, no matter how much time they put in, no matter how dedicated they are, no matter how dope they are. Sometimes it's just luck. And if you get lucky, you hit the lottery, why are you throwing your ticket away?
Yeah.
It's not even a tradable ticket. You can't even give it to someone else. You have to take this ticket and cash it in yourself. But you rather throw it away. Don't make no sense. So yeah, so to me, that's the juxtaposition. You got folks from the street. You have an opportunity. You got a lotto ticket to become successful. You know, I'm not even saying stop doing your style of rap, but you do need to stop being in the streets.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to no more. You're now a successful rapper. Why do you need to be in the streets doing anything?
Yeah, it's like when it's like the potato, it's the bad apple spoils the bunch thing, right? Like you got the rotten potato in the bag, like you can't be just rubbing up against these other moldy potatoes and acting like you ain't gonna get some moldy roots on you. Like that proximity will get you, man. You can't be like, oh well, it's not me, it's not the one next to me, it's 3 potatoes over that got the mold. It's like you're in the same bag. That whole bag's gonna be mush pretty soon. Like you're not safe because you're 3 potatoes away. So people gotta watch for that adjacency and just you gotta pick. You want an ice bath or you want like a steam room. But you can't get both in this room, nigga. It's one or the other. Like you can't order that. You can't order half ice bath, half steam room. Like, you could do one or the other, but you can't do both.
I think the internet has changed the way fame is too. Like feels, or it has to. I don't know how it feels. I can only guess. But when I think about it, I think about Michael Jackson or Prince.
Yeah, he couldn't choose how it was going to go.
I'm just saying,
They-
these motherfuckers are famous and they don't want to be nowhere. They're not trying to be in the mix.
but I feel like they got forced into that. They didn't even get to choose that. I feel like that decision was made for them, where they're like, this is the only option is to not be out. Because every time I am is pandemonium.
I'm saying, but some people enjoy that. Like, these stars ain't not going out.
Yeah.
They're having events and they're doing things to have people see them.
Yeah, people be trying to customize their stardom like it's a video game, but nah, it's like it's the same for any mega star. Once you hit that level, you just can't be out there like that. And then if you do choose, because you could do whatever you want to in this life, but you got to live with what be coming with that. But you got to learn from all the mega greats and watch how they've moved, and then go, oh, there's a common thread between all these super mega stars. They move really elusive, and they keep things on the hush. Like, yeah, idiot, that was intentional. They still want a piece of what they got left. You can't be that much. Yeah, you just that's one of them things you opt out of when you make it that big. We talked about that with the Ice Spice thing at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like you opted yourself out of that kind of
Going to McDonald's with your homie.
situation. Yeah, like you can't experience that the same way you used to. It'll never be the same. But now you want it to be the same. Like you want to control how everybody behaves in this world. Like, nah, we're not all that robotic. You're not gonna control every situation that you go to and control how people respond to you. You just got to go off the data that we have of superstars and famous people, because famous people haven't been around for that long. So we're still studying and learning. But any kind of social skills would show you, like, yeah, when you're really famous, you got to change your whole lifestyle at minimum.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
black people do that. Like when we get a better job or when we move into a neighborhood, we already go through changes like that internally. So I can imagine what it'd be like if we came up. Like, yeah, my whole life would change because I was already making life changes when I moved out here. Just psychologically, it did something different. So I can imagine stuff like that not changing how I live and how I think. It would be a whole total makeover, like a remodel. I can't move the way I'm moving now with that kind of money and resources. Like, no, I gotta change. I gotta up my status to the level of wealth that's there. I can't walk around as high school Michael with $1 million. I gotta make a new version that can sustain that. Because high school me's just going to do what I know he's going to do.
what's that? What's that?
It means everybody's going to have it. It's going to be no putting nothing away. It's going to be.
It says parties on me.
We're going to Sizzler. We're going to all the Sizzlers. We're going to meet homie that made Sizzler come back. And we're going to chop it up.
Nah, I 1,000% understand that perspective. Because I still carry it, except with a little bit financial astuteness onto it. Yeah, because I think from a perspective of the motion, if you get $1 million, it came from something that you did, unless you just hit the lotto. Like, I mean, but if you get to that level of money, it's because of your work being valuable and you continuing to work. So to me, if I got to that level, the financial side of things wouldn't be the difficult part. it would be like you said, the mental part of shifting, feeling comfortable to turn to 9 to 5 artwork. Like, do I really have enough money right now? Like, is $1 million really enough to quit your job in this day and age and prices continuing going up? I don't know. That would be my more mental
Now, if
think
anything, you'd
through.
be able to take more time off and then buy supplies. That's what I would treat it as. Is it's almost like a way to scale up real quick. So I know what kind of supplies I need and resources. So I would automatically just scale up and I would get a bulk supply of what I normally need, and then utilize the fact that I still have a job, and I would just take, longer breaks. I would take these planned vacations and I'd have them set up. And then I would dedicate, 3 weeks to this and then go back to my jobby job and then sit down and plan another month. And I would just, the productivity will increase when it's just that thing in front of you. Yeah. 3 weeks of uninterrupted time would probably be like a year for me. And like I would like the job. I would be one of them lottery dudes that would keep the job. I've thought about it so many times. I would rely on that job just for the it's almost like bumpers at the bowling alley. Like I like having that um
Security.
yeah, there's like a stability thing that I would have to depend on to keep me just grounded, and I'd probably forget what day it was, if I didn't have that. It's like the one thing that keeps me involved in this matrix without fully flying away. Because
Well,
I'm
that's what
I'm
I'm
that
saying.
dude
Like,
that
maybe I'm trying to fly.
me too. I do that anyways. I always forget what day it is, what time it is. Just time don't exist when I'm not at work. But I kind of like having that because it reminds me, not to go too far away where I can't come back. Like I don't want to be so far gone where I'm just not even tapped in the matrix no more. Like
Yeah, for me, I mean,
I get that we're trying to unplug, but that's insinuating that you could just plug back in. It's not like I'm cutting the cord kind of thing. Your unplugging just means that the cord's still there and that you could choose to plug in and out. But for those people that's really trying to unplug from the matrix, you're better off just cutting the cord. But when you cut the cord, it's kind of hard to come back. Like I like the idea of being able to jump in and out of these different worlds. It's like a boarding pass kind of thing.
I
I've seen
feel
people
that.
that I've seen people that lost their sanity, doing psychedelics and stuff. And it's almost like they're not allowed on this plane anymore. And it's like I never want to get that far gone. I still
Yeah,
want access to these different portals, man. It's still Mortal Kombat to me. Like these different nether realms and shit.
oh yeah, I'm not making them journeys no more. At this stage, like I just want to get to a point where mathematically my art output can sustain me for the remainder of my life. And increasing the time allotted to that output by 40 hours per week, it means that I can produce more artwork, therefore increase my revenues from it, income. So my more thought process is the confidence in reaching maybe a little bit short of not even less than what I make now. I don't I'm not trying to achieve the same dollars that I make from 9 to 5 now, but 75% of that, if I could solidly make that on artwork, to me, that is achievable. So I'm looking at it more from an achievable goal side of things as opposed to trying to cut from the matrix. Like,
Yeah.
when they do your obituary, there's going to be what were you? What did you do? I'd like that to be 1000% art stuff. I don't want you to mention what I did to make money before art. There's the before art and BC and so I don't want it to be what did you do to build up your income enough before the art took over. I want it to be just the art, because that's what matters to me. Like, no one cares if I was an accountant. That doesn't matter. No one cares if you're the warehouse manager at fucking small business. It doesn't matter.
No.
Even if you graduate from warehouse manager to operations manager, it doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with who I am. That's just a job that gives me money to buy food and pay my rent and get art supplies. Order stickers of the rap skunk, pizza skunk. Like, that's not who I am at all. It's just what if I were a bus driver or a trash man. Like, that is not who I am. That is just a job that I have to do to fund what I want to do. And I would want to get to a point, and I feel confident, I feel like it's realistic to get to a point where the artwork generates income to a level to support. And I feel more confident about that every day as I look at the world and other people that already do it, and just the belief system. I think sometimes, well, all the time has been a holdback for me. I always had a thought that it could be done, but now it's more, I see it. It's definitely achievable. It's realistic. I want to, try to achieve it.
Yes.
Listen, man, I'm looking at this painting right here. Every time I look at it, I just think about yesterday's price is not today's price.
Oh. Yeah, I love certain stuff like that, man. It's just, it gets age on it. It gets patina, and it gets more sexy, and it gets more of what it is, man. It was a total, when I'm making art, it's not like a factory. It's not, I'm gonna sit down from this time to this time and I'm gonna create. Nah, we move when we're told to move, and as long as we're having life experiences and we're going out, meeting new people, eating new food, that's the ingredient that makes the art keep coming. Once we stop indulging in life, that's kind of when the art dies. But as long as we're able to get out here, keep living and getting dinged up in this bodysuit we got, we'll always be able to contribute and create. And the quality of the moments you create, that kind of translates to the art, man. So anytime there's a good piece that we create, I credit that to the good times that we've had. For real. There's a
Yeah.
lot of painters that just can't paint because geographically just where they're born. They don't have the same reference points. They might be born in a country that's really dull, no colors, no vegetation, it's snowy. Like stuff like that affects your eye, man, and just how you view the world. So I'm glad that our eyes can still filter this world in a way where we can make captivating images that'll strike people because we're all just trying to fish to get a feeling out you. You know, we're just trying to give you those goosebumps or that feeling like when you heard your favorite song. That's what we're chasing. When we're making it, we're chasing that feeling, and we're wanting the viewer to get that feeling too.
Well, look, man, I encourage you to jump on the whatnot. Try it out.
And
I'm
putting the
telling you,
lights behind it.
that's man.
That was the one designed for the
You
lights.
get
So once we hit the little strobe lights behind it,
4 or 5 thousand. I say.
like that's what people don't understand, man. This is interactive art. So that piece that Wicked's turned to right now, that's designed to have a light behind it. Strobing. So we're trying to make these functional and interactive art pieces.
The batteries is dead. I have some lights set up behind it already, but the batteries is dead on the little unit.
Yeah, shouts to the Dogon tribe again out there in Mali. That they inspired that piece, and we're always going to be connected in that way.
All right. Well, look, we went longer than we normally go, even with high rise here. We got locked into the art conversation. Well, any final thoughts or words for the audience before we wrap it up?
Yeah, August 12th, solar eclipse. Probably the best. What it sounds like is the best night for stargazers. So I got a telescope. I haven't used it in years. I probably won't use it. It's just in there in the garage. But people that own telescopes, do your thing because this Wednesday will be your time to see what you want to see.
All right. Appreciate that. I'll definitely try to remind myself on Wednesday to be on the lookout. Points of business forgotten about is yes, we will be at the Hilltop Street Fair this year. That's going to be Saturday, August 29th. So 3 weeks from now. We do have next show. Well, technically, we'll have 2 booths at the Hilltop Street Fair and also be, I think we're supposed to perform as well. So that next show after that, Wednesday, September 16th, we're opening up for R.A. the Rugged Man at the Airport Tavern in Tacoma. You got over a month advance notice as of today. Wednesday, September 16th, R.A. the Rugged Man. We are opening up Build and Destroy. So make sure you go ahead and put in your request for PTO for that Thursday, September 17th. I have done so. I'm not just joking. That's really a suggestion I'm telling you to do. And that Sunday will be our 20th episode. Sunday, September 20th. Not sure what type of special anything that we'll do. It really depends on what the weather expectation is going to be like for that time period. But we should have some sort of surprises up the sleeve. So make sure you are tapped and tuned in. And yeah, we'll be back next week. We're here every Sunday. Don't sleep on the podcast. We are active, extra active. But we'll be back next week. Peace, y'all. Appreciate you.